Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to our chemistry class. Today I want to start a new book named Paulia Yurkanis Bruce Friends. Really friends, this book contains a lot of useful information and also the concepts which are covered in this book are really very interesting friends. Okay friends, let us start. As this is the introduction class, just I want to keep the most important points which should be remembered by the students, especially who opted organic chemistry. Okay friends, let us start. First point friends, see, reactant in rate determining state or charge, then the polarity of solvent increases, then rate of reaction decreases. See friends, see, we know means we have idea about the rate determining step. Okay, in the rate determining step, if the reactant is charged, okay, charged in the sense what, polarity of the solvent increases. Okay, if the charge is present means what, polarity of the solvent increases. Okay, if the polarity of the solvent increases means the rate of reaction decreases. Okay, just try to remember these points friends. Okay, charging is means if the charge is present means polarity of the solvent increases. If polarity is more means rate of reaction decreases. Okay, just try to remember these point friends. Okay, and I think you have idea about the anti-aromatic and aromatic friends, because I already have discussed all these things in this class. Just I want to give some of the important points which are needed to enter into the further concepts friends. Okay, okay, see, anti-aromatic means there just we have to observe even number of pairs of pi electrons. Okay, aromatic means odd number of pairs of pi electrons. Next friends, this point we have to remember because here we have one exceptional case. Okay, see, if means in case of benzene ring, here I am telling, you may take some other aromatic rings like that. Okay, see, if in benzene ring, okay, ring activating groups are present means we should know that. Okay, ring activating groups or orthopara directors, or we can say like orthopara directors or ring activating groups. Okay, next, meta directors or ring deactivating groups. Okay, meta directors or ring deactivating groups. See, but here we have the exception friends, halogens. Okay, means these halogens or orthopara directors, no doubt, but these are ring deactivating. Okay, see, according to our concept, if see, means if they are orthopara directing means they should be ring activating, no. Okay, these halogens are orthopara directing but they are ring deactivating, so try to remember this exceptional point friends. Okay, next friends, okay, in acidic solutions there are no negatively charged reactants or products or organic intermediates. Just try to remember these 2 points friends. This is just for idea friends. Okay, in acidic solutions there are no negatively charged reactants or products or organic intermediates. Okay, similarly friends, in basic solutions there are no positively charged reactants or products or organic intermediates. The thing what we have to remember is, in acidic solutions there are no negatively charged either reactants or products or organic intermediates. The same thing in case of basic solutions also. In basic solutions we should not find any positively charged reactants or products or organic intermediates. Okay, next, see, next, reduction friends, means we know that usually we come across so many reactive intermediates like that. Means we saw so many reactions now. So in those cases, reduction means just, okay, means if in a particular reaction there, if we see the word reduction means just we should know that reduction means just increases the number of carbon hydrogen bonds. Okay, reduction means number of carbon hydrogen bonds increases. Okay, and decreases the number of CO, C and CX bonds. Okay, oxidation means vice versa. Vice versa in the sense what? Oxidation means just decreasing the number of carbon hydrogen bonds and increasing the number of CO, C and CX bonds. Okay, next friends, the ground state HOMO and excited state HOMO have opposite symmetries. Okay, means see, if we observe the HOMO, okay, HOMO means what? Highly occupied molecular orbitals. Okay, so this HOMO in ground state and excited state have the opposite symmetries. Okay, next point friends, see, this is really a most important point friends. Just try to remember this. Okay, see, if the percentage of S is more means we know that percentage of S is directly proportional to electronegativity. Okay, and see, and which is directly proportional to bond strength, okay, bond strength, which in turn is directly proportional to bond order, okay. Next, and it is directly proportional to bond angle, and this is inversely proportional to bond length. Just try to remember this, friends. See, all are directly proportional, friends, only bond length is inversely proportional, okay. Percentage of S is directly proportional to electronegativity, okay. Electronegativity is directly proportional to bond strength. Bond strength is directly proportional to bond order. Bond order is directly proportional to bond angle, which is inversely proportional to bond length, okay. Just try to remember this, stress, this is important, okay. Next one, sir. Okay, electronic structure and bonding, okay. Electronic structure and bonding, okay. First point, friends, see, first the scientist named Johns Jacob Berzelius, okay. Johns Jacob Berzelius in the year 1807, okay. According to him, friends, okay, means actually he defined the organic and inorganic. So according to the Berzelius, okay, in the living organisms vital force is present, and those living organisms in which the vital force is present are considered as organic according to Berzelius, friends, okay. Next, he also defined inorganic as, see, minerals, means in minerals, and those minerals do not contain the vital force. So in minerals vital force is absent and they are considered as inorganic. Actually these are the 2 points according to Berzelius, friends, okay, in the year 1807. Next, friends, see, Frederick Euler, this is most important, friends, okay. See, Frederick Euler in the year 1828, okay. See, here this is ammonium cyanate, okay. Ammonium cyanate, this is actually a salt, friends, because here both positive and negative charges are present. That means here it is, okay. See, inorganic salt or inorganic compound, okay. See, from the inorganic compound, organic compound urea is prepared by heating, okay. So this was prepared by the Euler, okay. That means here one point was concluded, friends, that is organic compounds can be prepared even from the inorganic compounds, okay. That was proved by the Euler, okay. Next, friends, see, we may get a doubt, friends. See, entire branch of chemistry devoted to the study of carbon containing compounds. See, organic chemistry, okay. We know that, organic in the sense here we study the compounds containing carbon and hydrogen. Means why we are giving this much of importance to carbon like that, we may get doubt. So let's go through it. See, molecules that makes life possible, okay. The molecules which are making our life possible are what? Proteins, enzymes, vitamins, lipids, carbohydrates, and nucleic acids. See, all these molecules are present in our body. Means not only in our body, in all living organisms, most of these molecules are present, no. And all these molecules contain carbon, no. Yes, okay. Means all the molecules which makes our life possible contain carbon, okay. So the reaction in living organisms including our own bodies or organic reactions, okay. See, that means in living organisms carbon is present, okay. That means, see, in our body some chemical reactions or the organic reactions are occurring, no. Means, so that we can say that, see, means that's why the branch of chemistry devoted to study of carbon containing compounds, because of the molecules which are containing the carbon is making our life possible, okay. That's why. Next, we may get doubt, friends, why makes carbon so special? Why are there so many carbon containing compounds like that? Sometimes we may get doubt, friends, okay. Let us go through it. See, first, what? Why makes carbon so special? See, answer lies in carbon's position in the periodic table. Just have a quick look at the periodic table, friends, okay. Let us focus on the position of the carbon, okay. See, lithium, beryllium means, of course, just I have mentioned a single row, friends, because here just we want to know about the position of carbon, no. Yes, see, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, okay. See, here the carbon is present, okay. To the right side of carbon 3 atoms I have mentioned, and to the left side of carbon here I have mentioned the 3 atoms, okay. See, means this carbon is present at the center of second row, okay. This carbon is present at the center of second row, okay. Means, see, the elements which are present left to the carbon have the tendency to give electrons. Okay, so these have the tendency to give the electrons. The electrons which are present right to the carbon have the tendency to accept the electrons. Okay, but the carbon means, see, these elements have the tendency to give up the electrons, and these elements have the tendency to accept the electrons. Okay, but here the carbon which is present in the middle, okay, it neither readily gives or neither readily accepts the electrons. Instead, means instead of giving or accepting, instead it shares the electrons. Okay, means it have the sharing tendency, so that it is possible to form bonds with so many atoms, so that so many carbon containing compounds exist, friends. Okay, okay friends, uh, hope you understood up to here, friends. Okay, I want to end this session up to here, friends. In my next class I am going to give a very interesting, some more interesting topic, friends. Okay friends, thank you.